Of the 6 organs of the United Nations, UNSC is the most elite grouping in the world. Officially organized by the United Nations Charter to ensure international peace, international sanctions, and military action, the UNSC members are considered the leaders of the world. With about 18% of the world population and a GDP value of $3.5 trillion, India is one of the most eligible countries to get a permanent seat at the United Nations Security Council. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Piyush, and in this video I'll explain why India is about to get a permanent seat at the UNSC table. Let's begin. Leading contributor to world peace, functional democracy, and a responsible nuclear power, India has the highest credentials to get a permanent seat at the UNSC. But despite possessing such values, the world's largest democracy is still to be a member of the elite grouping. Recently released the World Population Prospects 2022 report by the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs has said that in a year, India will replace China as the most populous in the world. Currently, India, with a population of 1.412 billion, is the second largest, only behind China with a population of 1.426 billion. Further, the United Nations population officials said that the increase in population will strengthen India's claim for permanent membership in the UNSC. John Wilmot, Director of the Population Division of the United Nations Department for Economic and Social Affairs, responding to a question related to the impact of population growth, said, "What is the significance of being the largest population in the world? I think you have certain claims on things. I wonder what will happen in terms of the discussion around roles at the UN and roles of the permanent 5 members of the Security Council." He further added, "If India becomes the largest country, they may think that that gives them a claim that they should be a part of. They've been claiming that they should be a part of the group anyway. But it may strengthen their claim." India's claim to a permanent seat at the UNSC has become vocal in recent times. Mammoth increase in GDP has stabilized the economic base, and resource capabilities have ultimately strengthened its military position. Unlike China, which has the permanent seat of the UNSC and does not abide by the rule-based world order, India possesses the highest respect for international laws. The country's increasing global stature at the world stage has strengthened its case for the UNSC seat. Recently, Russian envoys speaking about the UNSC expansion for African, Asian, and Latin American nations have openly accepted India and Brazil's demand for the Security Council. Except China, every permanent member of the UNSC, like Russia, the United Kingdom, France, and the United States, have individually argued in favor of India for the permanent seat. But according to Article 27 of the UN Charter, every decision of the Security Council on all other matters shall be made by an affirmative vote of non-permanent members and concurrence votes of the permanent members. So, to bring reform in the UNSC, China's concurrent vote becomes important. Further, to bring an amendment in the UN Charter to give permanent seats at the Security Council to countries like India, a special resolution by 2/3 of the members of United Nations General Assembly should be ratified, concluding all the permanent members of the Security Council. In a way, the only impediment in getting the elite seat is China. Considering the power rivalry in Asia and the world between India and China, can it be possible that the two tigers share a mountain? Also, China's constant efforts to undermine India's position on the world stage on behalf of Pakistan has further estranged the position. The only way out to get the support of China would be to capitalize on the economic vulnerabilities of the paper dragon. Hardly hit by the pandemic lockdown and a global sentiment against China has sidelined the country. And if India continues its economic war against China, then the paper dragon will become a myth. So India should increase its diplomatic pressure on China for a permanent seat at the UNSC. Now that you have made it to the end of the video, I'm sure that you must have noticed the t-shirt that I'm wearing. And if you are interested in getting one for yourself, click on the link in the description below.